Ah, cord's got me. Ooh. Oh, what's going on, everybody? Yeah, I didn't get an HGA tonight. I was like 2,200 and something. Lowest person in our group chat was like 1,100. And there was 20 of us in it. What's up, Todd and Tommy? Yeah, I tried to get an HGA again. I'm batting now over 6 on their random selections. But yeah, like 20 some of us, none of us got in tonight or last night. Heck, we couldn't even get below 1,000. And I mean, literally, like 8:45, they'll put you in the waiting room. And I was like, "Oh, I'm good this time." Yeah, that didn't work out too well. Well, so hopefully other people got into HGA because I surely did not. What a week! All the card companies raising prices. Somebody said GMA raised their price $2 a card. I was like, "Well, everybody wants that money." No idea what they're doing with it, but they want that money. Still haven't gotten anything from the post office on my lost box. It was overnighted 2 weeks, 1 day ago. That's fun trying to collect insurance onto it. No, never. I have played now for 2 weeks straight onto it. They filed a refund. It was denied, and I had to dispute it. And the reason being, they had some weird regulation message come out, and my package was lost. It was not late, and they owe me that money. So they refiled it. The people in Newport Beach were assigned the missing mail part. They failed it. They sent it to district, and nobody's even been assigned it a district. PSA just put another email out today saying that they just grabbed everything from Newport Beach and it's not even scanned in. But luckily, my 2 items that were still left out there, minus the express package, were actually signed for today. So, but they said they grabbed everything that was sitting down there from like the whole last week. My stuff I shipped out early. I think I shipped everything out either Friday week or Saturday, way beforehand. Anybody open any of this stuff up yet? Oh, hardly anybody on tonight. Everybody must have gotten that HGA line. They got in. See if we do any good in it. My only box of it. I was a fan when this first came out. There it is. After that, not so much. And that was probably 2000, I think 16 this started. Plates on the back. Well, Nick Chubb out of 35. I don't know if I got 55s here. This should be hundreds. Should work. Nick Chubb. This is kind of cool looking. Where's my dummy card? There it is. I don't like looking at my next card when I'm doing my sell stuff. Warren Sapp out of 70 Legends. That dude was a beast for the buck, so we'll say that. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people on tonight streaming. I like that 100 case. This one's better. Alright, this should be a memorabilia. Evans, Darrington. Hard to read. Titans. Pretty cool pieces of patch. I will give them that much onto it. Even numbered? Oh, there it is. 99. There we go. We'll look at the plate next, I think. Oh, I don't know what size you are. Definitely probably not going to work. Back behind me. What's up, Stemmers? I think everybody else had better luck tonight getting into HGA than me. Figured I'd come on, hang out for a little bit. Alright, see what our plate is first. This. Well, AJ Green, Magenta out of Spectra. That's actually one of the better companies for a plate. Usually they reserve these for that. But it is the base. Huh, nothing. Yeah, I haven't done well in boxes in a while. I mean, granted, this last one could be like something huge, but I kind of see the color of it. So I'm kind of guessing this is either going to be Jets. Oh, maybe not. Might be blue. Oh, it could be two of colors. Holy cow. 2 out of 35. Well, my luck just changed for a little bit. Yeah. There's a 197er. I don't know what's in my drawer here. Take a look here. 100-pointer. Regular. This possibility. Yeah, I haven't done well in what my cloths go. There's always just funky plastic in this stuff. I just had one of the I'll put in one of the cases that was sent off to PSA and lost. Sleep. Yeah, this was an actual Herbert case. Yeah, they lost my Herbert RPA Spectra out of 99, the iMac True RPA out of 99, the Acuna Soto out of 25 from Heritage, and my Morant. What was that? Mosaic. Wow, the one good box out of 12. Not bad. Double coverage. Nice looking card. At least I'll have something for the show because my stuff from PSA ain't popping anytime soon. All my stuff keeps getting arrived or going into grading. Nothing can get past grading. I don't know if you guys are looking at PSA's website, but like for the whole past probably a little over a week now, they've been updating it. And if you try to go into your account, it gives you an error. Move my mats a little bit. A little better. Oh yeah, they well see though the difference is I overnighted on the 19th. All my packages after that have made it to PSA. Like literally today was the last two that I mailed out. I want to say last week Friday that was priority mail and they signed for them today. But my express package was mailed a week earlier and that there was transferred over to FedEx they're saying and nobody knows where it is. It's funny because originally they for the refund for what I spent on Express, like $37.25, they declined my refund, saying my package was already there. And I'm like, show me on tracking that it's there, because I literally begged, and they went down and did a scan to look for the package. Newport Beach never got it. Newport Beach has never even responded to the missing mail. It's been horrible. Really horrible. I mean, seriously, those cards are now over $5,000. The four I sent them. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I have the rebuttal in for that. I have the insurance claim in. I've talked to two different insurance because the insurance is handled out of Missouri, and I've talked now to the Greenie. I talked to two insurance reps, and see because I don't have receipts because they were pulled out of product. They wanted me to go get like estimates, and I'm like, I'm a freaking certified dealer. I have an EIN, DUNS number, state sales tax, all this stuff. She's like, oh, well, just put that all on there. I literally made a 7-page document to include like screenshots of eBay comps and showed him that it was over $5,000 now, but I can only get to $5,000, of course. Luckily, you know, it's just been painful, I could say, that I haven't had a lot of this stuff still. Like, I still literally have the real receipt where I dropped it off at my post office to my left on the other by the other screen. But it's just been hectic. I mean, I have to wait up to 60 days just for a answer they're saying onto it. But yet the website says 5 to 10 days unless it's lost. Yeah, I'm going to tell you that you pretty much are. Because here's the thing. So, say you go to card show and you trade cards, there's no receipt for that. So, I mean, how are you going to get that? You're basically going to have to ask somebody who's a licensed dealer. Like, I even sent them screenshots on my GTS dealer account to show proof that I'm like a real dealer. I just found out about that, Jose. To do everything registered from now on. They said it'll take longer than overnighting it. It could take up to 2 weeks to get there, but that's what I'm going to do from now on. If anything goes to PSA, I don't care if it's only $1,000 insurance, because I would seriously hate to have like an order of like 50 cards go lost and have to do what I did. I will send it registered, and whoever signed for it is fine. But my problem is that if they decline my claim, what do I do then? I mean, I can rebut it once, I believe, maybe twice, but they keep on saying no, no. I mean, I've even gone as far as looking on the what I forget, the recovery center. The recovery center sent me to some auction place to look for my cards if they pop. They said just let them know because I had all the PSA shipping manifest and all that stuff for proof already. But yeah, registered mail is what I'm gonna have to do from now on. And the sad thing is, the lady told me it has to have like this special tape on it that has to be applied by water and everything. It does. It really does makes you wonder. Yeah, because that's how all the money goes. I wish my local post office would have stopped me that day. She goes, "Oh, you could have sent this registered." And I mean, because I already had the label printed off, I could avoid it and got my money back. But if I'd have went to where I work at, if I wasn't teleworking for like a freaking year now, she told me she would have stopped me and made me do registered mail. Huh? UPS does that, huh? Yeah. See, that's the other thing is like with the post office, I could do informed delivery and just have them pick it up here. I can't really do that real registered mail, but yeah, it looks like I'm gonna from now on when I do PSA orders, it's gonna go registered out. But I've never had such a hassle onto having a lost package before. Never. But I mean, realistically, I'll never buy those cards again. Not for the price that they're at now, because I'd have to. I think when I looked at it on eBay, they was like 7,500 now is like the average for all four versus the 5,000 I put on it. That's a good idea. I'm gonna do that. I like that. Yep, video on registered mail. That's good. I like that. And somebody told me that I know eBay Bucks is gone, but eBay also raised fees. Now I don't know because I don't really sell a lot on eBay anymore, but I have a store subscription, so I don't know if they raised them or not that off the subscription status. I'll have to look. Yeah, Jose, they told me to keep an eye on it for the next 6 months there. I'm always looking for different ideas to post for videos. So trust me, when I see somebody put something in the comments on a video saying I should do a video on something, I usually jot it down on this piece of paper and I or my sticky pads, and I'm like, "Yep, that's probably what I need to do." Oh, there was over 20 of us on this group message. Nobody got below 1,100. None. And same with last night. That's for the last 2 nights. Nobody got in out of my group. Soon as that, it took about a minute or two for you to get your whatever your number in line was. I was 2,200 tonight. Last night I was 1,600 and something. I can't get in there. I mean, that's the thing is that they're doing some kind of random lottery to get in there. And I mean, now I've gone through it 5 times and can't get in. It's kind of a turnoff to even use HGA because what's the odds? I mean, I already have my stuff pre-built on there, but yeah, it's horrible, horrible. What it should be is that I could see if they would have started it that way, and then when you build a submission, you go into a queue, and then whenever yours is up, it's up. I got there only doing allowing you up to 10 cards at a time. That's fine. Just build a queue off their original list instead of each time being reshuffled around. Yeah, Jose, that is true. Very true. I'm literally gonna start doing registered mail onto it all because that is just. I don't want to go through this again ever with cards. See, the good thing is, like, if somebody purchases a card from me, I have that either store receipt, eBay receipt, My Slabs receipt, PayPal, because I'll invoice people on PayPal. Um, Especially for bigger cards and stuff, just for that fact. But for this here, I just can't believe it. It's just like everybody I talk to is like, you should be automatically approved for this, and I'm like, yeah, that'd be nice. I mean, if they pay me the $5,000, I really don't even know what I'll buy. I won't buy another Herbert because that stuff's now like blown out of proportion. I might just, I don't know, maybe invest in some Trout autos or something. Funny part is they told me they cut me a check. I'm like, oh great, I can see that check being lost in the mail 3 times over. Yeah, it just hasn't been a fun one, PSA. Thankfully, like I said, it was only 4 cards and they were all mine. Because it was an express service going through Priority Express because I wouldn't want to have anybody else's stuff on it. And I'll tell you now, with PSA, a lot of the people who are dealers are still going to be stopping submitting to PSA because they're so backlogged. The fact that what I've heard now 3 people say is that they're going to probably stop their group subs until PSA catches up because, like, say somebody mails like 5 packages out one week, all say the same thing, ultra modern. What they'll notice is they're all popping way out of order. And it's not like 1 or 2, it'll be like something that they mailed 3 weeks later is popping before the stuff it should be popping. And then I've heard from multiple, including PSA, that they have um, what did it say, 700,000 to 1 million cards as of this past Monday. That's not including all that stuff that they just picked up this week. If you really look at that, even if you say each card's valued, average value is $100, that could be anywhere 700 million plus in card value that they have there. Eloy. Eloy. You know, and I'll be honest, if I'm going to put it into a player at this point in time frame, I will either buy another Nolan Ryan rookie card or I will buy Sidney Crosby in hockey. Everybody's so backed up. I've been seeing off of my Facebook feed because most of them are either like, this is okay. So just so everybody knows, I was in the army for 20 years, so my Facebook consists of this: people I was in the army with, people I wrestled with, some people in high school. I don't know. They just find me. I don't even talk to anybody in my high school really, except for like one person maybe. Um, People that I've dealt with cards with, and that's really about it. And when I look and I start seeing that like people are getting hired by like PWCC, SGC, and all this stuff, and you know they have no experience other than what they know on cards, it makes me wonder. And I've seen what somebody's getting paid because I asked them privately through a message. Well, the thing with the subgroups, there, like I said, there's always the positive and negative. What I really think they should do is, if you're in a subgroup, they should limit those dealers to X amount of cards per week or per quarter. And once they reach that number, they can't submit no more. I know that's going to suck for them because that's their bread and butter, that's their business. But they need to do it for a little bit to allow for the backlog. Next, because you either to submit value or quarterly specials, you have to either have a subscription or a dealer. The next thing is, if you have a subscription, they need to limit you on quarterly as well too. So they might say, okay, you know, Extreme, you can only submit freaking 500 cards a quarter. I'm perfectly fine with that. I really am. I'm sure a lot of other people won't be, but I understand why they would do that. I don't even think we're going to see this ripple effect from what they just did for 6 to 8 months. Because, everybody just bombarded them with everything they humanly could right now. You got to think they were saying about 7 to 8 months was average for the values, roughly, which is probably going to be pushed later. But if all these people now are stopping sending in their cheap stuff that shouldn't have been sent in anyhow, I think it's going to take a while for that ripple effect. At the same time frame, I also know a lot of people that have done very well when the market boomed, and they just don't care. They'll pay the extra money too. But so that's where I think the cap would come in per account. There are going to be a lot of base rookie. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't think they should cap, the regular and express services, of course, but I'm just talking about value and the quarterly specials. And if anybody out there is listening to this video from PSA, heed my words. Becca did it for about a month, I want to say. And it seriously helped out to where dealers were only allowed to put, like, some were 200, some were capped at 300, some were capped at 400 cards per week. I was setting in a lot of stuff, but I was always going through my stuff each time. Now, granted, this last one, I spent like 100 and some cards on the very last Ultra Modern. And my thought was, I'm going to send these 2021 tops in because I like Christian Pache, Joe Adele, stuff like that. But I think down the road, you're not going to be able to grade a lot of your mid-tier to low-tier rookies and prospects unless you just signal out, I'm only going to do like these two dudes. You can't do the whole rookie class. And if you do, you're going to get burnt. Yeah, he'll be one of the ones that they'll just keep sending in. The people that I grade for, where we were sending in like maybe 50 cards a month, modern or ultra modern. A lot of them are now like, hey, just send 5 or 10 at a time for me. And I'm like, all right. And I can understand it because of prices. Plus, we just probably pushed. I did alone, and this is with other people's orders that are deployed, I did for them too. Probably close to 500 cards in 2 weeks. So now a lot of it was some guys that had some that swinging 60 stuff too. But yeah, I mean, even with PSA getting that other building and building a value grading section, I think I'm hoping that they can get the fix onto this because they'll be capable of grading more, but they just got a huge influx in. I mean, there's no way, because the size of those buildings with everybody in there, that they're going to catch up. I realistically think that if they wouldn't have let this slip out, that they were raising prices, that we probably would have seen an influx a little bit sooner. You'll get it before December. My economies, I have 3 left from like September and October that we mailed out. They're all in grading. Then I started in October's and partly through October and November's Ultra Modern are all in research and ID. So I picked them to come in around August. I'm thinking 9 months from the time that I mailed them to be back. Well, heck, that Beckett order took them like 4 months for what used to be a 10-day service. Insane. Yeah, I got a lot of Luis Robert that's in economy right now waiting. Topps Chrome stuff. I'm glad that I did not mail this with my order because this would have really made me mad because this was a redemption out of 99 from Topps Chrome Black. But yeah, losing four big cards, man, you could feel it after a little bit. Like I said, years ago, something happened to my Jordan rookies, and I never bought back into them. I kick myself now, but I won't rebuy into either of those four cards. It just leaves a sour taste in your mouth. If prices would have held steady, I'd probably been like, yeah, I'll just buy them again or buy three out of the four, but I would probably be able to get two out of the four. Tops? The only reason I even redeemed it is because I started seeing them pop online. It took about a week. It's one of them holds for a while, and hopefully he does well and it becomes like a $10,000 card the way the market goes. You guys seen Christian Pache's first Bowman autos are now like at 500. What's up, Void? Void, I got my Pokemon in. But I think they're sold. Shining Fate ETB's the other half. Huh. If they're already live, you should be getting them. Because I've been working with Panini on stuff. I mean, oh, this here was an expired redemption. Let me flip it around here. Booklet of Bo Bennett from Dominion from back in the day, Panini. They had it. She had to go pull it, and then she mailed it directly out to me. It's going to be hard to see because of the plastic on plastic. This is out of 50. I mean, it ain't worth nothing, really. And then like 2020's limited had errors in the redemption. She had to manually get that put in for me. Pug? You are a crazy little pug. What's up, Kay? Yeah, best thing I could tell you is that if you have a rep at Panini to get with them, I mean, mine sometimes will take 3 or 4 days to get back to me because the amount of emails they get, but she's done a lot. I'm gonna talk to her because I have a Kevin Durant Opulence auto, and that's going on. It'll be 2 years since that's been in there. I'm gonna see if she can mail me another KD auto or a Giannis. Huh. Well, that's not good. Infinity points are worth a little bit of money now. Oh, I got the Shining Fates ETBs, the other half of them that I was supposed to get. Well, that's not bad, Void. Oh, good luck on that Shack, man. That thing is going crazy right now. Oh, I don't even know what I paid for them. I know I'm selling them at, well, if the guy picks them up because I don't have to mail them, I told him I'd do them at 80 a box. I don't remember. It just was part of my order. He said they were in. I said toss them on for the week. I'm guessing probably something around 40, 50 a box we had to pay MSRP. Oh, nice. Oh, you had some nice gold cards then. Oh man, I'll tell you what, I enjoy opening the older stuff, but now the price point on it's just crazy high. We were just talking, I don't know if CVC's a little crazy butts in here or not yet. So we were talking, he wanted to go buy a card, and I said I'd go out and buy an 84 Tops Marino or Elway. No joke, 2 weeks ago they were like $5,000. Now they're like 15 to 20. I got 2 unopened boxes upstairs of that stuff. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, Void, if I got to ship them, it would be a little bit different because that and fees. It'd probably come out being around 90, 93 bucks a box. Depending on where the person lived at. 60's new MSRP? Okay. Huh. Void, if I open these, I'll put I am opening Pokemon so you can come in and tell me to do whatever with them because I'd have no idea. I'll probably sell them because I got a show in 2 weeks. So that's something I want to tell everybody real quick. Next Friday, we'll do the auction. There might not be much stuff because of nothing coming back from the grading land, but we'll still run it. And then on the 20th, I have a card show. On the 19th, I've had enough people ask me how to do a break, so we're going to do 6 boxes of the new Inception on release week, along with 2 Heritages, hobbies, of course, not retail blasters or hangers. And I'll do a PYT and I'll put it in the store, but I'll put an email out about it. So we'll do a couple breaks. It's all website related. I'm in Kentucky. The Mons? How to break the... Oh, man, you're using some crazy language, Void. I don't know what Mons is. I just know if I break it, you want those little codes, and I'll just send them to you again. You know, J-Rod, a long time ago, I think they give you 30 days before it becomes theirs, if I remember right. They probably auction them off, to be honest. Huh. Oh, Pokemon's Mons, got it. Yes, there is. That's right outside of Fort Knox, in a little town called Radcliffe. But yeah, they do a buffet down there, all you can eat KFC. Yeah, if I end up opening it, I'll let you know because I'm gonna take this stuff to the show on the 20th because they'll buy me out up there, Pokemon. Oh yeah, you would have then. Well, you would have came kind of by because 65 goes down that way. You'd have to bear off like 25 minutes off an exit. Oh, you know what? There is one in Elizabethtown. They opened at KFC. I think they do the buffet too. Chunkachu. Is that supposed to be Pikachu? Huh. Yeah, there probably was because I was gonna say that one there's like your last town before you get like really into Tennessee, and that's probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours down the road from where I live at to the border. Probably close to 2 hours. Well, maybe Bowling Green might have one. Forgot about them. Yeah, I forgot. I moved away from Elizabethtown like 2 years ago, and they started opening up all these restaurants right there off the main strip on the highway. I forgot they put that one in. And I'm almost positive they do the buffet now too. But yeah, back by popular demand, I'll do like maybe 2 or 3 breaks a month. I'm not going to make it anything crazy to where I'm breaking nightly. And I'm going to do it to where if we do stuff like clearly authentic or anything like that to where it's lower products, I'll throw like get a couple hobby boxes in there of something else just so that people were getting cards for each team. Ah, okay, cool. Somebody got it. Yeah, Mammoth Cave's pretty cool. I don't know from here. I think that's probably about 45 minutes, maybe. Yeah, I haven't done much traveling the past year. I mean, I've gone to a couple shows and stuff, but not much. I'm debating on going to National in Chicago right now. I'm debating it. Oh, well, looky there. It's Cupcake. I was just speaking of you, Cupcake. You must be busy in the old bakery tonight. Baseball draft. Come get some. Charleston, West Virginia. I've drove through there before a couple times. I actually went the back way from Pennsylvania out here through Charleston, West Virginia once. That was a longer drive than what I thought it would be. Because I came down through Pennsylvania and then I forget what that was, at 79 connected to something else. I forget. Well, that's Central Valley Cupcakes. You know he has a cupcake factory or bakery. I may. I used to buy from him a long time ago. My thing is, I think it says like a 6.5 hour drive from here to Chicago. I'm really debating because it's going to depend on where I stay at. Because it's at the Rosemont. My hookups are all gone. We lived out there, so I'll probably have to stay far away in a hotel because all the hotels will be booked up. I used to always like that 19X at the Beckley. When I used to drive from Pennsylvania down to Georgia, and I'd go back and forth when I was down in Georgia living. I found that little Route 19, man. There's some creepy stuff out there. You know that Route 19, they made a bunch of scary movies or horror movies off of it. One was right up past Oak Hill, where they had the scarecrows come alive or something in the fields. Boy, I got boxes of first editions. I don't want none. Sold to a? Okay, send it over, CBC. It'll be 400. And I'll even throw in these other cards that were pulled. Yeah, I used to always go in at 19. It wasn't bad. Oh, nice, J Rod. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure it out. I haven't decided yet. I know you said solid. I was messing with you, thinking you typoed again. Yeah, out of 35. Airbnb. All right, let me write this down. Yeah, I might end up going up to the National. If I do go up there, I'll let you guys know. And if the hotel I'm in has like a free, like little, or even if I could book it like a little meeting room, I'll book it one night. We'll do trade night or something. Oh, I don't know what's in my boxes, Void. One is like Japanese, one is like German or Portuguese. And I forget the other one, man. I looked at them a couple months ago when I moved everything. Oh, I didn't know that. Huh. Yeah, hey, there was one time I pulled off J-Rod. This is no joke, and this is before I got deployed to Iraq, and I probably drove that route probably because I did on recruiting a few times going down, probably about 10 times. Well, somewhere after that Oak Hill, like probably about like 20 minutes up the road, there was like the last exit for gas when you're going north, and I remember pulling off, and there was like this old like little general store like from back in the day, and they like the gas station still had the meters that would spin like where the change was at. It wasn't all digital like the old school stuff. Well, we ended up getting deployed, and me and this guy, we were roommates, and we were sitting there watching this movie one night, and I'll never forget it. I was like, man, that's in West Virginia. I'm like, I went to that freaking place right there, that exact one. It was like trippy because I remember driving back a couple times afterwards and seeing that exit, like, I'm getting gas either before or after this stop. Ain't no damn scarecrow getting me. Well, that's good if you got first edition English stuff, man. Yeah, yeah. The old stuff, like from the 80s. Airbnb is basically renting somebody's house for the weekend. I will definitely check that out. Void, I haven't seen one of them since the 90s. Probably 95, 96. When I seen those pumps in, oh, that would have been like early 2000, probably through like 2008 and 9. Well, actually, because I didn't hit that exit again past 2005. So somewhere around there, they still had them. Yeah, there was some crazy stuff, man, in West Virginia. Jared, you just bring back all kind of great stories. So you know what ginseng is, then. So I grew up probably trying to think how I could explain it. From 19 up, I was probably about a 2 hour drive where it intersects with the interstate. So anyhow, we used to hunt ginseng. Well, one time we went up into like Beaver something, Beaver Dam, Beaver something. It was like that was way north, West Virginia, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and that little tri piece right there. My buddy one time was like, well, let's just go south off of 79 and head down to West Virginia. So I was like, all right, let's roll. So we go down, and I was already probably drove that way, and we basically went into what we thought was state game lands and started walking. Oh, not good. Oh, the blue join button is just a members thing, and I run like usually once a month a giveaway on it just for members only. There's like 3 levels you could join. It was an option they gave me. I can't remember how long ago, maybe about 4 or 5 months ago. And I was like, well, I guess I'll put it up there. I don't really advertise it that much. Yeah. Well, we went into West Virginia, like the hills of West Virginia. This was supposed to be state game land, too, right? So we ended up walking, and we probably went over 2 ridge lines. Now I was looking at the map, and I was like, "Oh yeah, we're still good." And I see my buddy like duck down. And I'm like, "What is he doing up here?" I honestly thought he was taking a poop, man. To be real. No, no, I won't activate your camera. I don't have that on here. Um, So I'm sitting there staring at him, and I see him like doing some weird hand and arm signals to me. I'm like, what is he doing up there? So I go a whole way to get up to him, and I'm like crouching down because I didn't know if he fell or what. And I finally see him like telling me to shush. I get up there, he's looking. He found a freaking moonshine still that was probably about, I don't know, 150, 200 feet in front of him. There were people walking around. At this time frame, I got like a little pistol on me to shoot snakes and stuff. And I'm going, oh man, we got to get out of here. We never booked it so quick in my life out of there. No, I don't have StreamYards. I'm gonna look at doing Zoom, and I think Zoom might have an RTMP code to where I can broadcast with multiple. No, I was afraid of the guys that were guarding the little white lightning. Because how we used to hunt ginseng, like one of us would go up like 3/4 of the way, and one person would go up a quarter away. We'd walk ridges the whole time. And he was up high, and I saw him creeping up onto the top, and then I seen him get down. I'm like, what is he doing up there? I'm like, he must be taking a poop. Yeah, he was, and he was scared for his life because he didn't know if they seen him or not. Yeah, definitely some stuff then, man. That was all in early 2000s. Who knows? They might have been cooking meth too there. I just was not playing around. All right, have a good night. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, I'm going to take a look into that, though. What did you call that? Airbnb. And see if I can find somewhere up there. Because I only need it for like 3 days. Man, when I was younger, man, some of the stuff I got into, I don't know how I still made it out of it. Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. I'm guessing they're not going to find the package. I'm just going to wait it out and hopefully they pay the money out, to be honest. But yeah, next week we'll run the auction 9 p.m. Eastern. I started digging some stuff out. There's some slabs here, and I'll pull some stuff out of the store just to rotate some of this inventory. This stuff ain't in the store there. And then the following week, I'll release on Friday evening on the 19th the break in the store for a baseball mixer. It'll be 6 boxes Inception, 2 hobbies of Heritage, PYT style, and then probably about somewhere around 7 p.m. Eastern. I'll figure out a time. I'll come live, and then I'll give everybody a chance that still wants teams. If there's only like 2 scrub teams left that nobody wants, I'll just take them and we'll roll. QB1, probably not. Well, I think it'll start off that way. I just don't know. To be honest, when I have people wanting to buy to us, I just sell them. And honestly, I was big on Herbert until the post office lost my iMac True RPA and the Prism RPA. Now I'm just not even thinking I want to get in any more Herberts after that. It'll probably be the thing that bites me like Jordan rookies did for having the same train of thought. But yes, I want to do a video up on to if you're mailing stuff of value, do not use Priority Express mail insured. Use registered mail only. And then somebody hit me up about eBay Bucks. I know is gone April 1st, but somebody said that eBay raised their fees now too. So I need to look at that. I have a store, so I don't know if I'm locked in or not. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely sell two. I'll buy something I like with it. Dale, post offices. My local post offices have been great. It's once I get up to where they push it out in a distribution center, it's been horrible because they won't even look for the manifest. Nothing. Newport Beach never did anything. The missing mail, it got pushed up to district. Yeah, either yesterday or the day before. I just know I have till Wednesday before I call district and be like, "What are you guys doing about it?" And I'm sure they're going to be like, "Well, PSA just picked up all their packages and took them." I'm like, "Not my fault if they didn't sign for it. Prove to me they got it." Sean, I had three of them when I was a kid, and we had a dining room and a family room. So I used to keep my baseball cards in our dining room. We used it like maybe 4 or 5 times a year. And if somebody would come over, because I was working a job then, I would always get noticed to clean it up, and I'd put it all in my bedroom. We had this big table in the dining room. That's why I used it for sorting and all that. Yeah, we'll just say one of my family members had a bad day and threw my stuff in the air, and lo and behold, those Jordans were in binders at the time frame with all my Jordans, and yeah, no longer around. Crown Plaza Hotel. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting up there, J Rod, on either late Thursday and just doing Friday, Saturday at the show, and then coming back Sunday. And if I do it, what I'll do is maybe because what the panini party Saturday night. If I get into a hotel and they don't have their meeting room booked to where you can put about 50 people in or so, I'll book it. We could do like trade night or something. Or we just go find like how they do it at the other places. They just grab stuff at the hotels and just sit around in the open areas and do trades too. I would say we could all go out and drink, but I don't really drink anymore. Yeah. I never bought another Jordan rookie after that. I mean, I do own Jordan autos and stuff that I bought through time, but I always stayed away from the rookies after that. If I go to the National, I'll know here probably in the next month or so. I got to play it out with my regular job because we work in cycles. There's four a year, and they coincide with each other. So really, you're working like three cycles in one every day. And I'm breaking into the next one now that goes from like March through June, and the next one will be probably like June through August. So I'm gonna look at it and see if I can fees out and head up there. Even if I fly up there, it's no big deal. I'll just take a cab to the hotel and a cab to the show. Oh, nice. Yeah, Jordan Autos are some money right now. I have a 3 to 1 year old. I drink. Yeah, I stopped drinking really. Occasionally, if somebody calls me and I'm like, I have these. Well, I got a whole ton of wine upstairs. I used to cook with it. When I was a drill sergeant back from like, oh, when was that? 2006 through 2009. The little classes would buy me alcohol. I got probably like, oh, I bet you about 30 liters of Captain Morgan upstairs. And then I recently bought a while back some kind of like Bartles and James stuff. I drink one of them, I'm done. Yeah, my alcohol tolerance is at a zero anymore. Yeah, if I went up to the show, I probably wouldn't drink. I would be constantly on the go the whole time frame. Well, see, Sean, somebody taught me a long time ago that was a true Italian how to make my own spaghetti sauce, and they used wine in it. And I never heard of it. You can't use a whole lot. And it's just basically to give it a different taste, and the alcohol really cooks out. But they taught me to use like I'd never seen people put sugar in it before and stuff like that. It was kind of crazy. Oh, okay, cool. Wait, did you say you're going into real estate too? Chris, that's the one thing I might try to swindle through is because I got a distributor. I might have them just grab me and pull me in because I'm really worried about that there being in lines and all the. I don't know where COVID's going to be at that time frame, to be honest. And I don't even know if they're going to be able to do autographs because a lot of those older gentlemen and ladies don't want to do autographs to have people coming up close to them. So it'll be interesting. Oh, that's good. Yeah, yeah, real estate's good too. I have a lot of friends from high school that have been doing real estate now for 20 plus years. I mean, they had a hard time from, I want to say it was like '07 through like maybe '09, 2010. And then recently they can't even keep stuff on the market now, especially if the home's in good shape and good price, good location. You know, that's the one state, well, I shouldn't say it negatively. That's the one state I probably would like to live in, but I won't live in. And that's only because of the hurricane stuff. Oh, they didn't either? Okay. Yeah, I was just wondering because usually they start putting all that autograph stuff out, and that's kind of like some of their bread and water up there. I don't see them canceling it 2 years in a row, so it'll definitely be interesting for sure. Yeah, if I don't do the national this year, it'll probably be next year. Because if I do it next year, I think the idea is going to be that I'll end up taking like 2 weeks off from work and I'll go up, do the national, drive back, and then I want to fly out to Hawaii either the next 2 or 3 years. I'm thinking about just coinciding it all into one big trip. No, I will not set up there. But I'll come out there looking to buy, trade, sell, stuff like that. I'm looking now for one of those 4 row Pelican boxes. I can only find 3 row ones, so that way I could put about 100 slabs and stuff like one touch stuff in there and bring with me. And that's why I'm doubting I want to fly because I don't know if that Pelican box will be considered carry on or not. Yeah, so that's the thing that it would scare me the most is having all my cards down there and something happened to them. Especially after what I'm going through now with an insurance claim. But I do miss going to shows. I mean, I haven't been to a show since January because March I had my knee done up and I didn't do that show. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't do January's show. That's what it was. I didn't do January. This is March now. Wow. So I haven't done a show since November. Well, a good thing is my safe is airtight, waterproof, so that stuff I wouldn't worry about. I would just grab the stuff on the shelves and grab these three computers. I wouldn't even care about the monitor as long as I got the hard drives, throw the animals in the car, and I'm gone. Probably the guns too. Oh, I'm out in Kentucky now. I've lived here since 2013. Grew up in Pennsylvania, went to Georgia for a few months, Hawaii 4 years, back to Pennsylvania for 3, Georgia for 6, Colorado for 3, and then here. That's the one state I would never go back to is Colorado. Didn't really care for it there. Kentucky hasn't been bad this part of it to me. I mean, more I've been thinking over it, like the last year of being home and all this COVID and telework, and I almost thought about selling this place here and moving back to Pennsylvania and just calling it a day. Like, no more work, just being fully retired. It's crossed my mind a lot. I believe in Herbert. I think he'll do well. I don't know if he'll ever have a supporting cast. He might be like a Dan Marino never win a Super Bowl type deal, but he has a lot of potential. Now, that kid from BYU this year in the draft, I think he has some potential. He's very accurate. Okay, yeah, I grew up probably about 45 minutes outside Pittsburgh. I think Burrow will be fine too. I think Easton, once he gets to play, he'll do well. And Jordan Love might actually be good too. If he sits around and watches Aaron Rodgers for another 2 years, he's just going to be like Rodgers watching Favre, so it might be pretty well off. Yeah, Steelers kept Ben again for another year. They redid that contract up. Kind of crazy the way they did it, but hey. Oh, really, Dale? Yeah, I was down in Colorado Springs, and it just was not my type of area to live in. I mean, it was great for hunting and fishing, but my issue was it was what, like an hour drive or so to Denver, and like on a 3 or 4 day weekend, I basically would have to fly to go somewhere. I just couldn't really drive. It was just that was the only thing. I like being able to, if I have like a weekend off, like here, I could drive down to Gatlinburg, Nashville. Heck, I could drive back to Pittsburgh if I wanted to on a Friday and spend Saturday and Sunday there and drive back Monday morning. Oh yeah, Big Ben's done, but they're just doing that for his contract. And I don't know that I don't know what they'll do there with the quarterback. I think we'll be dry for years for a while after that. Oh wow, nice. So they're actually doing football then this year for the schools. Yeah, Antonio Brown is a sour taste in any Steelers fan. That's a bad thing. Him and Le'Veon Bell. Heck, even Mike Vick got more love coming into Pittsburgh than Antonio Brown would be coming back. Yeah, they won't get Watson at all. They're gonna look for somebody young. I mean, honestly, I can almost see them doing something stupid and trading for Sam Darnold. Now, Darnold just is horrible because he's on the Jets, and they have no line, no nothing there. But you need to have, if a rookie quarterback really needs to be mentored at least for a year. There's guys that come out and do it well, but they need to be able to see and play at a faster paced game. I forgot, that's right, you're out in Nevada. Henderson or something, if I remember right. Uh, yeah, I got rid of all my Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell stuff. I'm waiting for Big Ben to retire and hit Hall of Fame, and then people will start investing in him, and I'm gonna sell all of his rookie autos I have. Yeah, you do, but at the same time frame, your defensive line needs to give you more than 1 or 2 seconds before you're hurried every play too. That offensive line he has is horrible up there. Hopefully, I don't know. If I was Pittsburgh, I'd stay away from a quarterback in the draft. To be honest, I would start drafting O line and stuff like that, and getting some younger guys in there. And then if they don't do Big Ben again next year, I would honestly let Rudolph play for a full year to make your determination on him. And if you go like two, only win 2 games, then make your draft pick high for a quarterback. Because quarterbacks nowadays, you have a good chance of getting a good caliber one just because of what they're going through with their programs versus back in the day. You're not going to see many Ryan Leafs. Although Tua might be the next one, though. Then again, he could surprise us and come out and just kill it, too. You never know. But yeah, I don't think Herbert's going to be like Mahomes material, but I think he's going to be good. I don't think Haskins will work out at all. I mean, granted, there's a lot of quarterbacks that are on the market too that they can look into, but I say just throw Mason Rudolph into the fire next year. Not this season, but the next season. If he does well, you're good. If he doesn't, you're going to get a high draft pick, go get a quarterback. Dobbs is gone. They released him. Pretty sure they released Dobbs. I know they got rid of the Duck. I thought they got rid of Dobbs too. Yeah, that's the thing, J. Roddy. You do got to draft your own quarterback nowadays, really. I mean, granted, Tampa Bay went all out and got Brady, but there's very few quarterbacks that once they hit the market, they're even worth getting. Brady was like a big exception with what he did. I mean, if you really look like some of the greats like Montana, he went over to Kansas City. Peyton Manning, another fluke of nature, went to Denver and did it there. Make it happen. You think? I don't know. I watched him play. He looks a little mixed up out there, but granted, he could do well this year. Well, after you get out of that rookie season, you're expected to perform, so we'll see what happens with him. There's still plenty of people believing Tua. A lot of people. Yeah, Peyton did. There ain't many out there, though. Well, that's because Miami traded like their whole team. Was it over the course of 2 years or almost, so at least most on 1 year, grabbing all them number one picks? So you got what? Ramsey, Fitzpatrick left, and a few others too. I can't really think of any other quarterbacks that really went somewhere else and did well. Maybe kind of a little bit of Brett Favre, but yeah, I think Pittsburgh needs to honestly get rid of Mitchell. release him because you'll get a little bit more cap relief. Hate to say it, but get rid of Joe Hayden. He's starting to lose some speed. I'm glad they didn't go after J.J. Watt because I could see him playing for like only 4 games and just really eating the cap up. There's a few other guys. Like, I wouldn't re-sign Villanueva at all either. They're all getting older. You gotta get them fresh young legs in there. Especially with lower contracts so you can build. Yeah, that's what they said. It was like 14, 15 million less. And that it goes over like in the next 2 seasons, but if he retires, it's dead money. I forget what they said, dead money or doesn't count or something. I forget. Whatever they did, they made it work. I'll tell you who's the beast, T.J. Watt. I think T.J. Watt's better than J.J. Watt, in my own opinion. T.J. is a pure beast. That's a dude you pay. He comes to play football and hard football at that. Quick off the freaking snap, everything. Now you behave down here. No, you're not going on camera, Pug. I'm sorry. Trying to come up on a desk, I'm like, no. Five cards per. That's what I had in my thing originally was 5 cards. Yeah, it's ridiculous. You can't get in there at all. Told you, I'm 0 for 5 trying to get in that queue. I'll put it in the store. It'll be baseball March 19th in the evening. I'll do a quick video and post it, and then we'll break it on the 20th after I come back from the show and get everything unpacked. So probably about it'll be 7 p.m. Eastern. So I think that's about 5 p.m. your time. But yeah, about 2 weeks. Oh man, you got lucky as all heck there. I've been trying. I just was going to send some lower end in just to get some slabs back and figure I'd give him a shot, but I can't. Yeah, I will be. I started pulling some stuff already. There's this is just some stuff that I found. A bunch of Hyuras. There's some Danny Dimes, Prism rookies. Some Windler rookies, just because I'm not going to be grading as much. Rushman. There's Lacey's. Some are first edition. Actually, they're all first editions. Auto, Judy, Flynn, KJ Hamler auto. I'd probably be looking at some of the stuff out of the store I'll be pulling just to get rid of some of it. That way, I don't have to get real heavy to the show with what I have here. Oh man, that Top Shot stuff is crazy. I just can't get into buying a video film, but I've heard some people that invested 5,000 and made 200 off that stuff. Craziness. Oh yeah, come by. I'm doing the auction next Friday. It'll start 9 p.m. Eastern, so I think that's 7 your time. I usually come on, talk for a little bit. I'll probably open up a couple products because I'll have Panini One, Donruss Baseball, and Revolution Basketball next week. A box of each. But now I know how much the delay is on the screen. Way too much glare on Mr. Tua. There we go. I don't think I got much more Broncos stuff here. I was starting to go through stuff for the show. Devers 10. Trey Young will go to the show. Vaughn. Kobe Orange. Kobe Hyper. PD Gold. Ooh. Stuff for the show here. Burrow. This is out of 20. Zion. AJ Brown out of 35. Mason. Some more Hyoras. These might actually go in the auction next week. Some of this stuff. Tua. Pink Camo. LeBron. Drew Brees. There's a Kobe Green. Rios. Oh, that's right. I keep on forgetting. Yeah, that's right. You said Colorado has been sticking in my head. Another Kobe. Amari. There's a Lou Bob. Pete Rose. Tatum. That might go in auction. Burrow. Tua. Stafford. Mitchell. I don't know what else is down here. I'm just digging. Brady. Julio. There's a Paul. I don't even know who this dude is. Paolini. Gold. That's just what's on the side of me here. Probably just listed on somewhere out there on one of the sites. All right, Dale. Talk to you later. Yeah, I think I'm going to take Zion's Morant's out there. That Kyler booklet rookie, 25. I got a Herbert playbook, RPA. You can see there's a Jordan Love locker room playbook thing back there. Probably the Paches. Stuff like that. But yeah, I'm starting to dig through for next week for the auction. But yeah, I'll do a preview video. It'll probably come out Wednesday or Thursday. That way it stays fresh in everybody's mind. Just a lot of stuff sitting in PSA right now. Otherwise, we'd be having a lot more stuff in the auctions. Actually, a lot of my graded stuff's starting to go downhill. Well, not downhill, but just being gone and can't resupply it quick enough. Trying to see what else is back behind me. There's a Luca rookie from Optic. Oh, that Lou Bob sold already. Those are Tatises. Yeah, I'll take a look through it all. All right, everybody. I'm out for tonight. Appreciate y'all stopping by. But next Friday, we'll run the auction. I'll do a preview video. The following week, I'll do a video saying the stuff's in the store for the break. And then we'll look at breaking Saturday night. I'll come live at 7. I'll give it about, 30 minutes or so for anybody to pick up if there's any teams left to grab. And we'll go from there on to it. Better than that, I appreciate it. Hopefully if you guys got an HGA tonight, because I know I haven't been in for the last 5 times. So, but other than that, I'm going to get going. I'm going to go on this Zoom thing here shortly and see what all cards pop up on to try to pick up some different stuff. But have a good night, and I'll talk to y'all later.